Yeah, so recording has been started. So before we proceed, just wanted to know, as there was a session with Varun sir, right? So whatever you learn in that session, that just I wanted to know, whatever you understand. If you want to unmute, yeah, it is well and good. Or at the last, you have the option to type in the chat. Okay. It is interesting. This is not the answer. Uh, just whatever you learn, key topics, whatever understanding you got, what was the new things that you learned, more specific. Okay, what is TSA, full stack, database, HTML, CSS, JS? Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm Chaitanya.
Yeah.
I,
Mm,
Sir, we learn so many new things today. Means how front end works, how back end works, and sir also showed us one example on editing how to edit HTML, basic HTML, and how Java is going to help us in future, and why we are going to learn Java first, and, and also problem solving. What we can say, problem solving ability will get, and all the basic knowledge of how programming language works. We sir told us that all. Thank
good,
you.
Chaitanya. Thank you.
and I also wanted to add something. May I, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so basically, Varun sir told me about the majorly part of the web development and a little bit about the data analytics. So in the data analytics, he tell us about the how you can analyzing the thing in future, how can you work upon the past data, and you can work like a tools like a Python and SQL, the programming language and all. But majorly it was covered on the web development, like how the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are working. And CSS is the role which we cannot forget because CSS is all about the designing part. If designing is missing, so your HTML look like a structure only, and the JavaScript is missing. So the the process is not working like I can say the car is a structure of HTML, and the CSS is all the designing of the car like color, and the engine like the JavaScript. So basically the topic cover all the web development as well as.
I also want to add something. We have also learned about the client-based server, like how the client server work. We have also inspected one of our page in Amazon, and we have changed the number, the price tag. So it was something practical which we did today using the inspect. So yeah, and the same which Alicia and Chaitanya has told. Thank you.
Even I remember my first day. Yes, it was one of the good experiment that you can do, and you can share with your family members as well. You can change the price of iPhone. So let me share my
But
screen.
okay.
So the continuation to the morning session. So today we are going to see about the programming, how computer works, and we'll try to see about the Java, some interesting facts about the Java. Then the variables, then the data types. So one of the important concept from the today's class, more specific like a technical things. Okay. Before that, just a basic expectation I want to set up with all of you. So as from I think from last 2 to 3 days, you have been involved in the different processes, right? So at least you got what are the basic sanity things you need to do before even coming to the sessions, and what you need to follow during the session, even what are the some do's and that the things which you do not need to do. So you can type in the chat what can be the expectation from your side? I just wanted to know how much you understood Masai in terms of this. Yeah. ठीक है. So one of the important thing which I want to highlight, it is about the timing. Okay, respect the time. Then only it will respect you. And it is one of the very important thing in the time. You should, you should
Your video is lagging.
manage the time.
Sir, his voice.
Uh,
Maybe your
my
eyes.
Give me a second. Got it, got it. I think I need to close the tabs. Just give me a minute. So lots of tabs have been open. Let me close them. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so we were at a time. Okay, so time management is one of the essential thing in the Masai, and it is not like it will come at the instance. So it will take some time. Don't worry about that. So, but it is one of the very important thing. And for the session, I will recommend you one more thing. Before that, uh, yeah, just some etiquettes of the session I would like to tell. So by default, I think when you join the session, your mics are is off, right? So make sure that means might be possible ki, but accidentally it will get unmute. Okay, so you need to take care of these things because of this whole class you can say that it will get disturbed. So you might have not observed this thing, but as we are going to proceed, so you will also going to observe these things. So you need to take care of these things. Uh, Apart from this, you have to join the 5 minutes prior to the session. Okay, might be possible you will get some technical errors, network errors while joining. So always try to join before the time. Okay. And for technical queries, we have means dedicated manager for you, Vaibhav Sultane. So he will be taking your technical queries. So means whatever the doubts or errors you are having, he will be helping you out. And for the non-technical queries, apart from the your curriculum that you are learning, so like about the leaves and if you want to have some discussion other than this means more likely or non-technical, you guys already aware about this thing. So you have the AC for this. Okay, already you know the name of the AC as well, right? Shanky is your AC. So he will be helping you out for the non-technical queries. Okay. At the very start, I think I got some query like what about if I got disconnected in between the session, whether my attendance will be get counted or not. So it is one kind of non-technical. So you have to reach out to your AC. So might be possible it will take some time to differentiate between this kind of queries, but these two will be the person of the contact to whom you should contact. Okay. Apart from this, you can also contact us, means I and Varun sir. So you can also share with us if you have any means problem which is not even getting resolved. Okay. So these are the few things you have to keep in the mind. Is it clear? Okay, rest of things you guys are already aware about this. Since I got lots of messages on this. Okay. So let us move to the next. From the childhood, might be you heard these questions many times. What is a computer? Yeah, tell me what is the computer? It makes the work easier. It is an electronic device. Okay. A device that can take input and gives the output. Yeah, more relevant. So yeah, definitely means if we supply some input, right, it will process and accordingly it will give us the output. Can I say that? Yes or no? Yeah. Now just a simple question, just a follow-up question. You can say that. Let me share the screen. So about the language, okay. So what do you think? Which language does the computer understand?
Binary.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Binary.
Can I say that 0 and 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Binary
sir.
number.
So
Binary
we give
number
the input according to us, but there
are
is
called
something
zero
which
or
is
one.
converting. Yeah.
सर 0 और 1.
0 or 1.
सर 0 जो
0
होता है
और
वो
1.
सर जो करंट होता है जो सबसे आई मीन सर जब कोई एनी ड्राइंग डिवाइस अपने टॉप करंट करंट डिवाइस करते हैं तो हमको इनपुट 1 दिखाता है. अगर हम एनी ये टाइम डिवाइस कनेक्ट नहीं करते तो 0 दिखाता है सर्किट में.
So I'm getting the few comments like, yeah, we will think on this, Adarsh. Just for today, just want for this. Don't worry about this. Okay. So whatever the instruction that we are providing to the computer, something is going to process that information. Accordingly, it will go to the system, and then again it will get some output, and whatever the output is there, it is getting displayed to the your UI, right, or on the desktop. So there are some input devices, there are some output devices as well, right? Is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
No. So in order to understand the working of the computer, so this is one of the very good diagram. So it will give you the detailed understanding how it will process the things. So suppose we are the user, okay, and there is some application in the sense, you can take the example of the Zoom as well, okay. So whenever you install the Zoom, it is present somewhere in the hard disk, in the memory. Okay? So whenever you will double click, it will be get loaded into the your where it will get loaded in Windows. Whenever you double click on any system or any app, where it will get loaded. Yeah, it will get loaded into the RAM, right? And accordingly, you will get you are able to do some processing, right? So again, there is one more component will become over here. So it is called as the operating system, okay, which manage all the things. Like if you see at the very bottom, so these are the devices like your hardware, your CPU and the RAM. So it will make some communication. Your operating system will make some communication as per the instruction, and it will do the output. Okay, so your operating system is somewhat which is going to process your whatever the instructions that you are providing through any form of medium. Am I right? But what about this application? What do you think? For example, again, just a second. For example, are you able to see this plus symbol? Whenever I will click it, so it will open the new tab. Okay, but how exactly this is working? Key here, whenever I'm clicking on this, then only it is opening some new tab. So can I say that there are some instructions written whatever the browser is there, inside this browser, which is telling that whenever someone clicks on this symbol, get that user redirect to the new tab. Can I say that this application is doing this thing? So there is some set of instructions given to this. Okay. So, but how we can give this instruction to any system or any operating system? So through the application, we can give the instructions, right? For giving the instructions, we need to write the instructions. Am I right? For giving the instructions, we need to write our instructions, like,
Yes,
so
sir.
guys, make sure that about the background noise as well. Okay, so whatever the program or application that you are able to see, so the desktop applications, it's like the Zoom and all these things, they are the desktop application. But if you see this Masai website, masaischool.com, okay. So whenever I type the URL, okay, whenever I hit the URL, so whatever the data is coming from the server, it is get rendered on my browser, right? So some data is stored on somewhere on the server, okay, and whenever I will give the request, accordingly it will give me the response and it will get loaded on my system, right? And if you see this courses, so whenever I will click on this, some other page will get loaded based on the instruction given to it from the backend. So whatever the data which will come based on this instruction, it will get again loaded. So again for the another functionality as well. So can I say that it is written in some of the programming language? Some programs has been written, some instruction has been given. That is the reason why we are able to use the different functionalities, right? So we have the different coding language to create applications, websites, and all these things, right? So how many languages you guys know? Tell me.
So
Computer language.
language, computer language like C, C++, Java, Python, COBOL, and Algol, and C has
C,
and
C++,
yeah,
Java, then
Java, Python, and COBOL, and Algol, yeah, and C has
C sharp या C hash, ठीक है?
Sir,
Ruby.
uh,
Yeah,
sir, C, C++, Java, Python, C, sir.
yeah. So will you tell me who is the mother of all languages?
Java.
No.
Fortran.
Sir, C mother name.
C
Sir, C.
is at the very top, right? And from the family of C, we have Java. Are you getting me?
Yes.
We have the JavaScript as well. Okay, one of the famous language we can say. Okay, from the family of C, we have the Java, right? So please give me a quick feedback from your side. How many of you know about the Java? Even though if you don't know, it's completely fine. Okay. So guys, Java, or it means, or you can say that it is from 1995, and if you see that popularity of the Java, still it is in the market, and believe me, people are still searching for the option for the Java. Means what can be the another option in order to compete with the Java, but still they are not able to find any good option for this. So it is still ruling the market, you can say. And in terms of different features that we are going to discuss it as well in upcoming slides. Yeah, so mostly from today, we are going to focus on the Java, means how we can do the implementation using the Java mostly. And later on, as you are going to proceed, so you are going to learn the different languages as well. So based on your track and all these things. Okay. Now, before that, let me just give you an example so that we will come to the actual point. Suppose you want to cook Maggie. Okay. So for cooking the Maggie, what is the important thing that you need? Yes, Shivamankal, we will come to that.
Instructions.
There are lots.
ठीक है.
Mine is fire.
Let me
Fire,
check
ball,
that.
water.
Okay.
Fire, ball, water.
Yeah.
So
Sir,
these are all the
Maggie,
necessary things that we
Sir,
need.
Maggie, water, masala, and bowl,
Maggie. Yeah,
and-
Maggie also.
and gas.
Sir, ingredients.
First
So
of
can I
all,
say that?
know the process.
Yeah, you guys, because I'm considering, you know, the how to cook the Maggi, right? But at least you need some platform, some environment where you need to, where you can able to cook. For example, if you want to cook Maggi, you need kitchen. Right? Considering all the appliances and all these things are there, right? If you don't have the kitchen, means we are considering we can cook the things in the kitchen only. So if we have the kitchen, then only we can able to get the some output as Maggie. Am I right? Similarly, if I want to create some program, or if you want to create some sites or application, okay? So what do we think? What I will need? Means I want to write the code in short, if I want to tell you.
Platform.
Yes, I need some platform, right?
Right.
Platform, or some people says environment. ठीक है, डेफिनेटली आई नीड समथिंग ना. कहाँ पे मैं लिखूंगा कोड यार, मैं नोट पैड में तो नहीं लिखूंगा, राइट? आई नीड सम सपोर्ट एज वेल. Yeah, so we have the different platforms where we can write the code.
Visual Studio.
Yeah, so we also call them as a IDE. What is this? Integrated development environment. So again, about this you are going to learn more.
Development kit.
Environment. Yeah, yeah. So what are the different IDEs, you know?
IntelliJ,
Yeah.
IntelliJ,
Intel.
VS Code,
Studio,
Code Block,
Eclipse
Eclipse,
Visual Studio Code.
Eclipse.
and
Okay.
Sublime.
Yes. Replit.
Sublime
Sublime
text.
Notebook.
text. It is a text editor, but okay, you can compile. Yes, you can save as per the extension. But later on,
Sir,
again, you are going to discuss.
Sir, I can also use a 9 compiler Java.
Okay. So later on also you are going to have more detailed about this IDE, what exact support they provide to us. Okay, I'm not going in much more detail about this IDE, but for our course right now, we will be going to use Replit. ठीक है, ये अपन यूज करने वाले. अभी first and most important thing, we need to set up the template. So I'm sharing you one link. Okay. So everyone has to open this. And I need some any one volunteer who will be sharing his or her screen so that I can guide you about the setup. So anyone? Yeah, ठीक है Tanmay. So Tanmay, you can share the screen.
Okay.
Just a second, Abhishek Kumar. Tanmay, you can share your screen. Tanmay, are you there?
Yes, sir, but don't know what happening.
ठीक है. Then
Okay, is this visible?
no. Yes, Anurag Tiwari, you can share your screen.
Sir, can I share?
Just let the Anurag Tiwari to share his screen. Okay. is then. Okay. So just go at the login part at the very top right portion. Click on it. So continue with Google. You can use the Masai email which you have given to the Masai. Okay. Yeah. So everyone is at this screen right now. It just means done. I think further steps, I think it has not asked for you. So everyone is with this screen.
No, sir.
What exactly it is asking, Diksha? Might be it is asking for your profession and all these things. You just need to select something.
Hello. For me, also
Yeah.
it's asking like, how do you plan to use like Replit, like for work or for a personal or for school, like
No, you
that.
can make the third one.
Third one for school.
Yeah.
Okay, and like beginner as an intermediate or
Beginner. Yeah. Beginner. Later on, you can skip the next part.
okay. So I'll start.
Anurag, you can stop your share. Anamika, can you share your screen?
Yeah, 1 second. One second.
I think so. You are at the same screen. Share it again.
Yeah.
Just open the browser. Start building. Is there option to skip this? Okay, browse. Okay, select on the browse.
Right click.
Okay, just try to explore the select the explore Replit. Fine.
Yeah.
Or you can stop your share.
Yeah. 1 second.
So hope everyone is at this window.
Yes, sir.
Stop your share. And even though if you have any problem, so you will be having this stand up and all this thing, but it is not very much challenging. I know you will be able to figure out. Okay. So hope everyone did the setup with the Replit. Next is let us have some more understanding about the Java. Okay. So if you see that when it is created, so in 1995, so I think most of you were even not born. Am I right? I think all of you, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so it is developed by the James Gasolin, and now currently it is owned by the Oracle. So let me give just a short idea. Each language has its documentation. So even though if it is going above the head, so what is the documentation? It is just like a guide from the very beginner, how to use that specific language, what are the different features and all these things. Each language having its own documentation. So Java also having own documentation, but it is available on the Oracle website. Okay, you can explore later on, but just an idea I wanted to give. And if you see the overall users, so it has means more than 3 billion devices on which it runs. It is a global data. And what we can develop using the Java. So these are the number of components, or you can say the number of things that we can design using the Java. And do you know, guys, Java is famous for, now you got an idea about the front end and back end. What is the front end? What is the back end? Am I right? Everyone has the idea कि front end क्या होता है, back end क्या होता है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Front end is
Yes, sir.
just like
Yes,
whatever
sir.
that UI
Yes,
that
sir.
you are able to see, it is a front end. Okay, but whenever you will select some functionality, okay, some logic has been written in the backend, and as per that logic, you will redirect to some other pages and some data will be coming, right? So there is a backend. Okay? So Java is, what do you think? Java is famous for front end or backend?
It is for backend.
It is for
Backend.
backend.
So both,
Backend.
both. Backend.
So
Sir,
guys,
both. Both.
yeah,
It
both,
is
both.
for backend both.
Backend and front end both.
Okay, so see, we can create the front end as well using the Java, but it is more suitable, or it has a good, we can say that uh, uh, output in terms of backend. So, like for example, in your street, suppose someone is some stall is there and which is famous for vada pav. Okay. And in some day he has started selling along with the vada pav, he has started selling samosa as well. So you know, most of the people will buy only vada pav. Why? Because he is famous for that thing only. But even though he is selling samosa, but he is famous for the vada pav. So like similar to that, it is just an analogy. I don't know how many of you got it, but similar to that, Java is, you can create both front end and back end as well, but it is more suitable for the back end. Okay, in terms of its robustness. Okay, in terms of, you can say that its popularity, security, most people prefer this for the backend only. Okay, is it clear? And see the variety of its application. You can use it in the mobile application, desktop application, web application, web servers. You can even create the games as well, database connection, lots of things. Okay. Now, what are the different benefits of the Java? Okay. So it is a platform independent. What does it mean, platform independent? So we know that we have the different systems, like we have the Linux, we have the Mac OS, we have the Windows, and we say that Java is a platform independent. Means what? Suppose I have created one code, one application in short. Okay, one application I have created on Windows. Okay, but I want to run this application on the Mac OS. Okay, for the most of the programming language, they are facing the challenges on this. Okay, but for the Java, if you have the Java compiler installed on that system, you can able to run this Java code which I have created on the Windows on the Mac OS as well. So that is the reason why we say that Java is a platform independent, means it can work on the different platforms. Okay, and rest of the benefits, most of the things I have already covered. Okay. Now, so as we know that computer only understands zeros and ones, right? So what do we think? In our environment as well, there should be something which will convert our code into this system understandable code. What do we think? There should be something, no? Because at the end, computer understands zeros and ones only, no? Am I right? Okay. Now, if you see the structure of execution, in short, I will tell you the structure of execution of the Java code. Okay. So at the very first, you have the Java source code. What is the source code? Anyone knows what is the source code?
It's a raw code.
Very simple.
Raw code. या फिर file.
It is the code, whatever we write. What in the programming, whatever code we write, it is called as a source code. Okay. So first we write the source code, and there is a, you can say that, component known as one of the very important component known as the Java compiler. Okay, what it does?
It checks the code.
Convert your source into the byte code. I would like to do you over here. This is the byte
Can you
code, which is a
repeat,
system
please?
independent. Okay, I'm
Your
repeating
voice was
again.
breaking. Can you repeat that, please?
Uh, it is still breaking.
Now it's okay. Before it was breaking.
Okay. So whatever the code we write inside our editor, anywhere in the Java. So it is called as a source code. Okay. So whatever the source code is there, it is getting compiled through the Java compiler, and it will convert your source code into bytecode. Okay. Again, this bytecode, this source code, you can understand. Okay. You can say that it is a human understandable code, but bytecode you cannot understand. Okay. And this is the bytecode which makes Java as a platform independent. Do you guys remember? Just before some time, I told you Java is a platform independent. Because of what? Because of this bytecode. Okay, this bytecode you can run on any system. So separately also you can able to create. If you want to see, we will be having some session where I will show you how the bytecode look like. Okay, and this bytecode can be run on any system. Only condition is that that system should have the Java, yeah, specific to that system. It should have some runtime environment related to the Java. Okay, is it clear? Now, whatever this bytecode is there, it is given to the interpreter. Again, this interpreter will convert the given bytecode into the system understandable code, means zeros and ones, and it is given to the your OS, and accordingly it will perform the operation. Is it clear? Clear till now?
Yes, sir.
ठीक.
Hello, can you explain this Java interpreter?
Yeah. So whatever your bytecode is there, okay. So we know that our system will understand zeros and one. Okay. Again, this bytecode will not contain 0 and 1. Okay. So to convert that bytecode into the system understandable code, the Java interpreter will come. And about the JVM, so it is a Java virtual machine, and whatever the parts you are able to see right now, it is a part of JVM. Okay. So
Java interpreter lies under the JVM.
yeah, it is a part of the JVM. And about this structure and all these things in upcoming, might be in upcoming blocks, you are going to see about the detailed structure of this JVM and what exactly this more about this component you are going to see in upcoming days. But right now we are going to just focus on our editors and writing the code in the Replit. Okay. Yeah. So this is what happened accidentally. Told you will get experience on this. Okay. So everyone is with me till now?
Yes, sir.
So see how you can create your ripple. So over here there is an option to create a ripple. So everyone has to follow these steps with me. Now it will ask for templates. So you need to search for Java. Okay. So there can be the multiple option even for the Java as well. Java swing and all.
I am not there, sir.
So you are not on this screen. So just what I'm doing, there is option to create the ripple. After clicking this, just need to search for Java. So if you
Sir,
see
which
this
template
option,
we have to take? Starting with a template.
So there is option for
Uh,
Java Replit. Are you able to see this first option?
No,
Let me
no, sir.
highlight this.
Start building with a template. Which template we have to take?
Start building. Okay, there is option to explore the Replit just beside to that. Select that.
Yeah, sir. There are option Python, HTML, CSS, Node.
So you
Next.
just select the explore the Replit. So you will come to this page.
Okay, sir. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, tell me once again, sir. Now I'm on that page, sir.
Again, I'm repeating. Please concentrate. Create ripple. Search for Java. Only this thing you need to do. Everyone with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you're able to see this template, Java Replit. This template you need to select. Okay. Now it will ask for the title. You can give any title. For example, I'm giving the title as day 1. Okay. And select create REPL. So everyone
Your
with me?
voice were breaking actually.
Yeah. Now is it clear? Okay.
Repeat
Everyone is
again.
with me? Will
Repeat again.
okay. So you need to create the REPL, type the Java, select the Java Replit, then give the title as a any title you can give. I have given the title as a day 1, and there is option to create the REPL. Just click on it. So you will be having this kind of window. Everyone is with me?
Yes.
Yes,
Please
sir.
confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So over here, let me give you about what is this. So this is the basic template for Java code to write a code as a hello world. This is the basic template. Okay. Now whatever this class main, then public static void main, we are going to have a detailed discussion on this. So do not concentrate on this. Okay. Now I want to print something. Okay. So to understand this, no, let me give you just a simple analogy. What is the class and all this thing? Just a basic thing. Okay. Now tell me, suppose there is a house. There is a house. So usually we enter the house from the door only. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Then only you are able to enter into the house. So you can consider this house as a class. What is the class main you have written, you have seen, na? And the name of the class is the main. Okay. And entry point. Okay. Entry point to this class is this store. What do you think? What will be this store? This is that public static void main. It is a method. Okay. So only this is the entry point to this house. What does it mean actually? So let me give you the idea of this. So whatever the part that you want to run inside your code, you need to write inside the main method. Means it is like an entry point to your house, entry point to your code. Okay. So if you want to write executable statement, it should be inside the main method. Okay. For example, I want to print hello world. Okay. So it should be inside the main method only. Now, how to write anything which is executable, or I want to create something on the console. Okay. So in Java, we use system.out.println. So how to write it? Very simple. Just a second. System.out.println. So what do you think? How many of you know about case sensitivity? How many of you know about case sensitivity?
Java is a
What
case
is it?
sensitive language.
Yeah.
Case sensitive in the sense uppercase, lowercase matters. Okay. So over here, if you see the system, so S is capital, then out, O is small, then println, again, they are all in the small letters, right? So if you just write instead of capital S, if I write a small s, so what do you think? Will it execute?
No.
No.
Not agree. So we will be having this kind of observations. And apart from this, termination is very much important in the Java. Okay? If you don't give the termination as a semicolon, your code will not compile. Do you guys able to recall that JVM diagram? There is a compiler which compile your source code. This is our source code. Okay? It needs to be compiled first, then only it will get executed, right? So whenever you will be not giving any, if you are making any syntactical error, for example, not giving a semicolon, you will get the compilation problem. In terms of what? See, I'm just running it. Let us see the output in the console. What output it is giving me? What output it is giving me? Error. Why? Because semicolon is expected after this system.out.println. Are you able to see this Replit editor? So it is even giving me the exact problem where I need to concentrate. Are you able to guess the problem? How
Yes,
many of
sir.
you got the problem? So it is because
Yes,
of
sir.
Yes, sir.
semicolon.
Semicolon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm running the same code again. And do not get panic about this system.out.println, because from hereafter till the end of the Masai, you are going to use this statement to print anything in the console. ठीक है, means you will get familiar. It will be like a muscle memory. Means आधी रात में ऐसे भी अगर किसी ने उठा के पूछ लिया कि how to print something on console in Java, so you will tell me कि it will be system.out.println. Similarly, in case of JavaScript, we use console.log, if you know the JavaScript. In Python, we use a print. So each language has its own syntax to print something on console. So for the Java, it has a system.out.println. There is nothing fancy like that. And what exactly this system.out.println? So this you are going to learn when you will select a specific backend course. Now. So at that time, might be me or some other instructor will definitely tell you what exactly this thing. Okay? Now, I told you Java is a case sensitive. अगर capital S की जगह small s दे दूंगा, what do you think? Will it run?
No,
Try
sir.
करते हैं.
It will show an error.
It will give some error.
Now, what is the error?
Package
Package system does not exist. System.out.println.
name does
It
not
is not
exist.
able to recognize this system, what exactly it is. So it has to be capital S. Actually, it is again the name of the class. So it has to be start with the caps. So have you got an idea how you should write something to print on the console? It should be inside the system.out.println. Hello means I'm just printing hello world. I can print my name as well. No worry. System.out. Instead of mine, I will, okay, someone has raised their hand, so I will use his name only. After that, I will take your query. So in this way, you can also able to print the multiple statements. Yes, Vishnu, what do you want to say? Oh, Vishnu, are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So what was your problem?
No, I have not any problem.
Not you, Vishnu Kumar.
Yeah, yeah. No, I am Vishnu Singh.
Yeah, Vishnu. So it is a very nice question. Someone asked me, Prashant Sahu, whether the class name and file name should be the same. But right now, they have to be same. And means I will tell you the multiple scenarios where we can have the different class name and the different file name. Means what can means there is a different condition will come over there. What is this string array and all this thing? Just have the patience for this. Okay. So today only we are going to concentrate on this. Okay. Now, if you see the output, okay, so it is coming line by line. Can I say that? एक लाइन के बाद दूसरा आउटपुट आ रहा है. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
Sir.
Yes, sir.
What if I want the output in the same line?
We have to
Do I have some
Remove
issue?
ln.
Will be there.
ln.
Remove ln. Remove
So
ln.
we have one. Okay, got it.
First line is ln remove.
So you are able to print the output in the same line, right? So what println will do? Let me give you the idea. What about the println? Okay. So println, what it will do? It will print the content, okay, and it will shift your control to next line. Okay. This is what println exactly doing. It will print whatever the content is there, and it will shift the control to the next line. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again, there is a
Sir, repeat.
new
Sir, repeat.
pointer.
Sir, please
Yeah.
repeat again.
So what exactly println is doing? It will print my content and it will shift the control to the next line. That is the reason why whenever I will printing something after that println, so if you see the previous example, it is coming on the next line. Sorry. Is it clear? Okay.
Sir, what will happen if we
Sir.
remove the println from Vishu also? Vishu statement also. Yeah.
So already its control was in the next line and it got printed. So there is the same output, nothing but this. Okay.
So why it's showing the same output for the print and println statement?
So now tell me what will be the output. Will it be in the same line? Person
Sir,
as well?
pencil
Yes,
will
sir.
be in the second line.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
Same
In
line.
the same.
It is in the same line because we have removed the ln from the first line.
So
Okay.
now I think you got a more idea about the println, what
Sir, your
exactly
voice
it
is
is
breaking.
doing.
So your voice
Even
is
though it
breaking.
is not clear, let me yeah. Let me repeat
No,
again.
sir.
Yeah. Let me repeat again. Is it fine now? Or I need to okay, I'm turning off my camera, might be some network issues there.
Now it is fine.
Okay. So what print is doing actually, it is printing the content in the same line. ठीक है, it is not shifting. आपका control next line में जा ही नहीं रहा है. Are you getting me? यहाँ पर hello world print हो जाएगा first of all. ठीक है? Let me give you idea this way. Hello world. ठीक है? Then if you see again this is a print statement, but there is no ln. ठीक है? Control is even at the same line. So what output? It will add Vishnu. Again there is a print statement. So what print there is now there is a print ln. ठीक है? But what print ln even do? It will print something and then it will shift the control to the next line. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Now if I write something like this, now tell me the output. कहाँ पर आएगा?
Second line.
Next line.
This
New line.
ln has already shifted इसका control to the next line, right?
Next line.
Let me run it again. There is the error. Interesting. What's the error?
Sir, semicolon, sir.
Semicolon.
Semicolon.
Yes, sir.
Now, have you got an idea?
Semicolon. Semicolon.
Means you can say that it is one of the very, very important thing in Java. If you forget the semicolon, आपका code ही compile नहीं होगा, right? ठीक है?
Sir, it's little bit confusing, sir.
So in short, just you remember.
For me.
Yeah, I am getting you. So in short, you remember कि if you use the println, whatever the statement that you will be printing next to that, it will get printed in the next line or new line. In short, very simple. And rest of the thing, just do the R&D from your
Sir,
side.
new line in series or downward, sir?
New line in the sense कि if you see this output, ठीक है, this is the same line. Hello world, Vishnu,
Yes,
Faisal.
sir.
This is the same line. But if you see this hi,
Yeah.
this is a new line.
Uh-huh.
Getting the difference?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, this is the difference. Now rest is
If we
just do
put ln
R&D.
after that, we can see the next line, sir.
From your side now, just do some R&D on this. ठीक है, just give me your whatever the understanding that you are getting. Again, we are going to discuss in the next session. ठीक है, now at line number 10, what exactly I am doing? कोई बताएगा कि what is this? Means I want you guys to focus on this.
Comment. Comments.
Comment. Single
It's a
comment.
comment.
Single comment.
Single comment.
Single line comment.
Comments in Java. So totally we have the two types for this. First one is a
Single line comment, double line.
single line, and then second one is the
You are
multi-line,
not
not
on this.
Multiple.
sorry, multi-line comment. And we have the third type as well. It is a documentation comment. It is something very different, but that we are going to discuss in some upcoming blocks. But right now, just we need to remember these two types of comment. That is single line comment and the multi-line comment. So, but what do you think? Yaar, comment dena kyun hai? Come on, fast. Yeah, very nice.
For
So,
understand that
Sir, it's a
what
reminder.
Readability बढ़ाते
For
हैं
reminding our processes.
to understanding.
Code is
Increase
present
readability for
for don't read Java like
to get
for
idea
don't
about
read
the code. Okay.
code
Now,
for
if I
don't
want
read
to give some warning,
For
means
giving
some
some steps.
does and do's. Okay, means some does and don'ts. If I want to write with respect to code. Okay. Apart from this, one of the very interesting thing, key whatever the compiler is there, na, it will neglect your comment out lines. Okay, it will neglect your commented code. In short, you can say that it will neglect commented code. Means what? Commented code will not get compiled. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, how to give the multi-line comment? Very simple. Use this
Slash star.
front
Control
slash start, then
Start and a star slash.
Star and
slash.
slash.
Yeah.
Getting it? This is the multi-line comment.
No, sir. Repeat it, please.
Sorry. So in order to give the multi-line comment, so you got the idea about the single line comment?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in order to give the multi-line comment, use slash star, then star slash. Getting it? Or you have the shortcut as well. What is the shortcut? Anyone knows?
Control plus
slash.
Just select whatever the code you want
Select
to
all.
comment. Use the
Yes.
control and the front slash. Means this will be one kind of single line, but multiple lines you can comment at the same time. Okay? Is it clear about the single line comment, multi-line?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Clear.
Can you repeat once again?
Okay. So which thing exactly you want to repeat?
The shortcut, sir.
Acha, okay. So just select the part of the code which you want to comment. Use just press Control plus front slash to comment multiple lines. Clear? And it is a part of single line comment only, not the part of multi-line comment. So
Okay,
in order to do the multi-line comment, you can use this symbol. Okay. Now, so till now, what we have covered, how to print something on console in Java. We use system.out.println. Then how to provide the comments in Java. Now the next thing which I want to discuss. Now, for example, let me give me the idea. कि I want to do the sum of two numbers. I want to write the program which can do sum of two numbers. Tell me.
Take three variable.
Okay.
Take three
So I
variable
need
and
to, okay, so take some variables and all these things, right? So from here, the concept of variables will come. So what do you think? What are the variables?
Variable is nothing but a container
It can
to
store
store a
data.
multiple values or data.
Yeah, very nice.
Variable is a data
So,
type that can store data.
more likely you can say that it is one kind of containers which stores values. So don't you think कि अगर मुझे कुछ भी लिखना है anything कि any instructions anything I need the something to hold my values or some information, right? So for that we use the variables to store some data, some values which can be anything. वो मेरा नाम भी हो सकता है. It can be any numbers. It can be any statement as well. Are you getting me? The concept of variable. Is
yes,
it
sir.
clear what are the variables? Now, for example, there is a box. Okay, there is a box which can hold, in short, we can say that there is a box which can hold only solid things. Okay, which can hold only the solid things. Okay. So can I store the liquid as well? What do you think? कि एक box है.
No,
It is meant
sir.
for only for the solid kind of materials that we can store. So will it be
No,
able to store the liquid things?
No, sir.
no,
For
sir.
for these,
No,
we
sir.
should have the dedicated separate container, ना? Yes or no?
Separate container.
Separate
Yes, sir.
container चाहिए इसके लिए तो, right? So in Java, we have the different types of data types. Okay, as per the types of data, you will be having the different data set to hold that specific values. Okay, let me give you the idea about that. Again, it is again very simple. Same example given over here. कि एक box है where we can store the clothes, but at the same box, these things you cannot store. Each box has its own functionality. Okay, it is very specific to that thing only. And this is the what idea about the variable. Now see the same. In Java, we have the different data types. Basically, in Java, if I talk you about how many data types we have, anyone knows how many
Primitive,
data types?
non-primitive.
Eight data types.
Int, char,
Eight data
float,
types.
double.
You guys are very smart. So actually, data types now it is divided into the two types. Now you directly came.
Yes, primitive and non-primitive.
Yeah.
Primitive,
First one is
non-primitive.
called as the
Primitive and composite.
primitive type. And second one is the more specific. I can say that it is a reference type. Reference type. So what is the reference type and all these things that we are going to see in upcoming classes? Okay. First, we will discuss about the primitive data types. See guys, I am slowly moving towards the more technical sides of the Java. What are the variables is one of the simple thing, but what are the different data types through which we can declare the variable? Okay, actually this primitives comes under the 4 category. So you guys told me the right answer कि total 8 primitives are there, but ये जो 8 primitives है ना, they comes under the 4 categories. So first category is numeric. Second one is anyone knows?
Character.
Boolean.
Yeah.
Decimal.
Decimal. Oh yes, character.
Character.
And
Boolean.
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 ठीक है. Now in numeric we have 4 categories.
Int, short, long.
Int, short, long.
Starting with the very less one,
Byte,
which
byte.
has a very
Byte.
less size.
Byte,
So
byte, short, int, long.
it is byte. Then
Short.
Int, short,
Then
then
int
Long.
int,
and
then
long.
long. Okay. In decimal, we have
Float, double.
Float.
Float.
And
yeah,
double.
float and double. Yeah.
Double.
It should be first float because this is the increasing order of their size. Okay. I will tell you the significance of this as well. In Java, why we have this many primitive data types. If you see other programming language, they make the things very simple, guys. Okay. But believe me, if you learn the Java, na, learning any other language will be like it is just like a chutkiyo ka khel for you. Okay, already you are learning a Java means it is from the family of C already. I have told you. If you learn this, you can learn any other language. So in character we have char. Okay, and in boolean we have the boolean.
Boolean.
But in our throughout this block, mostly we are going to use int. Sorry, int, then double, then char, then boolean. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, if I want to store the value 10, so you have these choices. You have this
Int.
10
अगर
Use
store
int.
करना है,
Int.
We can put 10 into int.
yeah. So we have these choices. So this is the value. Now I want to store in a variable. So which data type I need to select?
Integer.
Of
Integer.
course, it should be integer. And I need to use some name. Example, I'm giving the name as num. I'm giving this value as 10. And by default, any non-decimal value will be treated as an integer. Getting me? Now I want to store this value.
Float. Use double.
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 Now let me tell you one of the very important thing. By default, any decimal value will come under the double. So आपको double use करना होगा यार. Double T. ठीक है? Now char. What is the char? What is the
Stores
character?
one
Single
character.
alphabet.
Store single character value.
Store single character.
So let me take you through the
Sir, what is the difference of float and double?
yeah. So difference we will be coming to that as well. So first we have primitive data types. Okay. So how many categories we have? Under the 4 categories, we have total 8 primitives. Okay. By default, any non-decimal value we can store in the int variable, int type, right? Any decimal value, for example, this one. So for decimal, we have the 2 options, either float or the double, right? But by default, any decimal value will be treated as a double only. So you have to use double type. Now next one is a char. So char is something which we write inside a single quote. Okay, and it is like a letter. So it can be like this as well. For example, what do you think? Is it a int type or char type?
Char type.
Char type.
Remember this, we write a char type of values inside a single quote. Is it clear? Now, what is the boolean? What do you think? What is the boolean?
True, false.
True or false?
True, false.
It is just like a result, whether it is a true or we can say that it can be false. So in this way, you can declare the different variables. Now tell me the type of variable which is declared at line number 29. What is the type of the variable? Now I'm
Type
clearing your
variable.
overall concept. It is of type.
Integer type of
Yeah, it is of type integer, right? Type integer है इसका. Now, what is the name of that variable?
num.
Num.
Nice. Name of variable is num. What is the value of variable?
10.
10.
10.
Value of variable is 10.
10.
Is it clear, everyone? किसी
Yes,
को
sir.
कोई
Yes,
doubt?
sir.
It is very important to understand this syntax, whatever I have written.
Sir, I have one query.
Yes, please.
Like you said, char is only containing a character like Alicia. The name of the world is Alicia. That it is store only one, like A.
No. We
What
are
if I
going to
want
see.
to?
Yeah, got it. I got your question. Just have some patience. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, you will get an idea about that as well. Okay. So, have you got guys idea about this key? What exactly I'm doing over here? This I'm declaring a variable. Again, I'm repeating. Please concentrate on my words. Okay. I'm declaring a variable which is of type integer, having the name as a num, and its value is equals to 10. Okay. This statement is called as a declaration of a variable of a type integer. Okay. Similarly, I'm doing the declaring the other kind of variables in the next lines. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, so you might be thinking ki, first of all of you should know ki Java is the typed language. Typed language means what? Whatever the type of variable that you are defining, you have to define what type of variable. For example, over here it is of type int. Over here it is of type double. It is of type char. Means what do you think? Is it a valid syntax? Is it a valid syntax? Line number 32.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
You have to declare its type as well. Okay, Java is a strictly typed language. Is it clear how to declare the variable? Now you might be thinking कि यार इतने types क्यों है? ठीक है. One more thing about the Java, it is very good in the memory management. Let me turn on my camera. Give me the idea if my voice is breaking in between. If again it will start, I will again turn off. So Java is a very good in the memory management. So why I'm telling you like this? So if you see this different types of variable, just focus on this chart. Whatever the primitive types of variable we have seen just now. So see, for the numeric type, we have the byte, short, int, long. Then for decimal, we have the float, double. For char, we have the char. Then we have the boolean. But if you see the size, 1 byte, 2 bytes, 4 bytes, what exactly this is? Anyone knows? What is size over here? Size of this variable means what exactly?
Memory allocation in the RAM.
Yeah, very nice. So it is the size which that variable is allocating, that specific variable is allocating in the RAM. Means whatever the RAM consumption is there with respect to that variable, it is that size it is mentioned over here. ठीक है. Now you might be thinking कि okay ठीक है, these sizes है. So I know that int can store 4 bytes. ठीक है. Int में मैं 4 bytes का use कर सकता हूँ. Then why to use the short and byte as well? कि how they are how they are differentiated. So in short, they are differentiated with respect to size, and second thing is with respect to their ranges. Their range. Range means what? Are you able to see this minus 128 to 127? What exactly this is? So it is for what? It is for the byte. Okay. So this means that if you are declaring a variable which is of type byte, its value should not cross beyond 127 and beyond minus 128. This is a positive and negative range. Inside that, any number it can hold. But if you want to store 128, will you give me the idea? Will it be a fine if I use a byte type of variable
No,
to
sir.
store the value
No,
as
sir.
a 128? It will
No,
not
sir.
store. ठीक है? So you might be thinking कि यार इसका क्या use हुआ? Now let me give you one more example. For example, there is an application which requires to store the age of a human. Age of a human. So can I say that कि यार it is fine to use this byte of a
Yes, sir.
type of
Yes, sir.
variable to store the age of human?
Yes, sir.
क्यों int क्यों लेना यार? Int
Yes,
Yes.
if you see that int
ज्यादा मेमोरी
4
लेगी।
bytes
Because
Yes,
it
sir.
take less.
right? Are you getting the feel कि why they have categorized the very primitive data types? ठीक है? Similarly, if you see this chart, it ranges from minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. So if your application involves the value in between these only, so definitely you can go with the short. If I want to store this value, will it be a suitable for the short?
No, sir.
Can I store the
No, sir.
this value in the short variable? No. What will be the option? I can go with the
Int.
Int.
See the ranges of the int. ठीक है? So can I say that? Can I store the other number over here? Is it possible to store the other number? पता है कितने digits में रहता है other number?
No, sir. No, sir. No, not possible.
We cannot. No, sir.
So
You cannot
what is the
store
best
long
choice?
12
if I want
16
to store-
digits.
If I want to store the other number, which is the best choice?
long.
Long.
ले लो।
Long.
ठीक है?
Long.
So, are you getting the feel? It based on your application, you can select the data type. You can manage your memory. This is the flexibility that Java is providing you. ठीक है? I'm telling you more specific. ठीक है? So in long term, if you are coding with the Java, so you can have the multiple options. But right now, as I told you, we are going to use mostly int. Similarly, if you see the float, how much memory size it will take? 4 bytes. And again, it has some range. So over here, just it is written as a 6 to 7. But again, it has a specific range that we have seen for the short and all this thing. Now, again, it has some specific range. So we are going to mostly use int, then double, and boolean and char. Again, they are having the specific size in the memory and all these things. Is it clear about this primitive data types till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, so how to declare a variable? Yes, we have seen. Now, as someone told me, what if I want to store? Already this is giving me a recommendation. This is powered by some AI. So what if I want to store this Alicia? This name as Alicia.
Use a string.
We can use string.
Right now, I have shared you the variable which is of type int, char, boolean, but I haven't told you that there is something like a string as well. So yes, in Java, we have the type of variable as a string. But one more thing, do you guys able to recall the basic two types of data types in Java? First one was
Primitive.
Primitive.
Second is
Primitive.
reference.
Another one
reference.
is reference.
Second one is the reference type. So what exactly the reference type? So that we are going to see in upcoming classes. But just now remember one thing, in the reference type in Java, we have the variable type as a string.
A string. Added.
Reference type or class type also we say, but what exactly it is, don't worry, we are going to see in upcoming session. So do not get panic about this. So it's string type. Okay? So how to declare a name if it is a string? How to declare a paragraph if it is a string? Very simple. Just write down the name as a string. Take any variable name For example, I've taken the name as a name, and you can give the name. Is it clear how to declare a name, which is a string?
Yes, sir.
It is again one
Yes, sir.
type of you can say that data type, but it is not a primitive, it is a reference type. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Any doubt, any challenge? Okay, take 1 minute. See all this type of data types. Okay, types of primitives and the reference, and just try to observe these things and let me know if you have any further question on this. Till now, just I will have the sip of water.
Sir, I have a question. Hello.
Yeah, just take your time, 1 minute, Vishnu.
Yes.
Then we will take your question. We'll take your question. Yeah. Okay, fine. So just I want to answer the few questions, Vishnu. Then later on we will come to your question. So reference type and primitive types both are different. They are not same first of all. Okay. So definitely one is an integer, but what if I want to write in terms of character? Is it possible? Yes. In the single code, I will write one. It totally depends on me. But as per the practical situation, it is means one is a integer. Definitely, you can hold it into the in type of variable. Just for example, I have shown you, not very specific. Okay. By default, I have told you if I want to consider this non-decimal value in Java, so you can hold by default in the in type of variable. And depends on your application. As I told you, ki human age, speed of light, Aadhaar number, PAN number, debit card number. You can change the type of you can say that primitives. Okay, you can take the long, float, fine. Okay. Now we will come to the Vishnu. Yeah.
Sir, I have a question that in Replit I have made two program, but second is not running and showing the answer of first only.
So for that specific program, we are going to see in the next session how we can have the multiple files and all this thing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So right now we are having the flow for this specific task. So when we will come to that, you will be able to understand. Okay. So what was my problem statement? How I can find sum of two numbers. Okay. So please guide me on this. So can I take int data type?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can.
Yes, sir.
So into the variable name, any variable name, I'm giving as a num1 value as the 20. Then in num2 value as 30.
In sum
So int
is equal to num1 plus
1%.
okay. I want to print it. What will be the output?
50.
How many of
Error.
the
Error.
Error.
Acha, error.
Sum is not
Because
initialized.
semicolon is missed.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
then
50.
getting it? Now, if I want to define the double type of variable, so by default, can I take inside the double primitive data type? Double decimal is equals to 9.35. Can I print it? Yes. String dot out dot print ln okay. Is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
tell me
sir.
one thing. String str equals to string str1 equals to. So what about the str2? Is it a character or a string?
String.
String, sir.
String.
Is this a character or string?
String, sir.
String, sir.
String only. Why? Because I defined it inside a double quotation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So hope you got an idea about different primitives in Java. So explore all these primitives from your side. You can use this Replit, okay, to use the different data types. Mostly you can try with the int double. Use some characters as well. For example, char, ch, c. In the single quote, you can use and you can print it as well. So you got an idea about the setup as well. Now, next thing is, okay, there was some problem with this. So that curly braces, I removed it by mistakenly. So that is the reason why it was giving the problem. You have not closed your statement. So anyone has any doubt with respect to data types in Java?
What if we want to store
See,
the
character is more likely.
so what if we want to store the value which is greater than the maximum we can store in long?
So if it is going beyond the range of the int now, so again there is a concept of casting, decasting. So you do not need to worry about that. In simple, you can hold it inside the long. But mostly in our cases, that situation will be handled in the int only. Whatever the problem that we are going to solve, don't worry about it. This, if even though if we come to this situation, we will use the long. Don't worry. Okay.
One more question. Can we add here two strings like Masai and M with the M like plus sign in a sprint?
You can concatenate.
It will be
That we are
concatenated.
going to that we are going to discuss in upcoming session.
Your voice is
breaking.
Sir, your voice is not clear. Your voice is break.
Sir, we can't
Sir,
able
your
to
voice is
listen your
breaking.
voice.
Two strings as well. Hello.
Yes,
Please
sir.
again.
Your voice was not clear. Please repeat.
Please again.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yes, we can concatenate the strings as well. So for example, str1 is a Masai, str2 is a M. Okay. So what about the output? How it is coming? Okay. So let me provide one space as well. you able to see this output?
Why it's double, sir?
This is just a space I am providing in between these two strings. So in order to separate out them by the space. Okay. So again, don't worry about this. We are going to have the dedicated session on this as well. How we can concatenate the strings, two strings. Right now, focus on the different types of data types we are having in Java, like primitives. Okay. Yeah. So hope you got the assignments as well.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
We got.
regarding the assignment, I just